Hi guys, I'm your mentor Devanshu and I welcome you all to the 5-minute video series on EduTap. And guys, today we are going to discuss a very important ESI current affairs topic for NABARD Grade A exam. But before moving on to the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And guys, you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of the lectures. So guys, are you feeling lucky? You can try your luck by spinning the wheel and you may win up to 50% off on our courses for NABARD Grade A and all other combo courses. So guys, the link to spin the wheel is given in the description of this video. So guys, now let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So guys, recently Karnataka state government has decided to set up first horticultural crop processing unit in Ramnagar district of Karnataka. And guys, this particular unit will be established on the basis of public private partnership model with the investment of rupees 500 crores. And guys, when we talk about the objective of this unit, then guys, it aims to facilitate farmers to add value to their produces. And guys, apart from that, the state government has also announced that it will give a subsidy of 40%. Guys, it will give a subsidy of more than 40% to the private players who are keen to come forward for this particular project. Now guys, comes the very main point from this particular news. That is, the central government has been asked to provide rupees 10 crores under the Raftar scheme for the implementation of this project. That is the horticultural crop processing unit. So guys, now this particular scheme becomes very important, and now let's move ahead and discuss the Raftar scheme. So guys, the Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Guys, the Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana was launched in year 2007. And guys, this particular scheme was revamped on 1st of November 2017 as the remunerative approaches for agriculture and allied sectors rejuvenation, that is RKVY Raftar. So guys, you are also required to remember the full form of RKVY Raftar, which is also very important from the exam point of view. And guys, this particular scheme is a centrally sponsored scheme having a aim to make the economic activities, to make farming a remunerative economic activity through strengthening the farmers' effort. And guys, how this will be done? By risk mitigation and promoting the agri-business and entrepreneurship. And guys, if we talk about this scheme, then guys, this scheme will be implemented by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So guys, I hope that this point is very much clear to all of you. Now let's see that what are the main key objectives of this particular scheme. So guys, when we talk about the key objectives of this scheme, guys, this particular scheme aims to strengthen the farmers' effort. And guys, how they will strengthen? It will strengthen by creating pre and post harvest agri infrastructure, which will enable the farmers to increase, to have access to quality inputs, storage, market facilities, etc. And guys, apart from that, this particular scheme will also provide autonomy and flexibility to states so that these states can plan and execute the scheme as per the needs of their local farmers. And guys, apart from that, it also aims to promote the value chain addition. And guys, it also aims to mitigate the risk of farmers. And guys, how this can be done? This will be done by giving special attention to some additional income generating activities. And guys, these activities can be the beekeeping, it can be the floriculture, guys, it can be integrated farming, etc. So guys, these are some different activities which will lead to additional income for the farmers. And guys, apart from that, it is also going to empower the youth with the help of skill development, innovation and agri-entrepreneurship. And guys, why it is done? So that the youth will be attracted to these agricultural activities and they also start doing agriculture activities. So guys, I hope that the key objectives of this particular scheme are very clear to all of you. Now let us move ahead and see that what are the interstate allocation. So guys, when we talk about this particular scheme, then guys, in year 2017, for a period of 3 years, it was given a financial allocation of rupees 15,722 crore. And guys, if we talk about the share of government of India and state, then guys, for the normal states it will be 60:40, and guys, for the hilly states this particular share will be in 90:10 ratio, and guys, for the union territories 100% of the allocation will be given by the government of India, and there will be no share from any other state or the union territory in for the union territories. And guys, apart from that, when we talk about the implementation of this particular scheme, then guys, this scheme is being implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. And guys, for the proper implementation of the scheme, there is a Center of Excellence and Knowledge Partner of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, that is Manage CIA, that is the Center for Innovation and Agripreneurship. So guys, I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. So we have almost discussed all the important factors of the current affair related to this particular scheme as well as the scheme itself. So guys, I hope that this is very much clear to all of you, and now let's move ahead and see that one of the previous year question, to see that on what lines the questions are being based, the questions are being asked in the exam from these schemes. So guys, here is a question from the NABARD grade A 2018 phase 2, and guys, this particular question was a 2-marker question, and guys, when you will read the question you will find out that this question was a very easy question. And if you just know basic things about any scheme, then guys, you can very easily answer about this particular question. So guys, when we talk about the question, guys, this question discussed the theme. It discussed the scheme which improved nutritional levels among the school going children studying in classes 1 to class 8 of the government. And guys, the question was asked that which of the following scheme is mentioned in the passage above. So guys, you are only required to identify the scheme by reading the paragraph which was given. And guys, this particular paragraph will tell you about some features of that particular scheme. And guys, the right answer of this particular question was option A, that is the midday meal scheme. So guys, there is a homework for you. You are going to tell me in the comment section below about more features about the midday meal scheme. When was it started, under which ministry it was started? So guys, please give a small brief information about the midday meal scheme in the comment section below. So guys, I hope that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you have liked the session, then guys, give a thumbs up in the comment section below. And if you have any queries, then guys, you can call us at 8146207241. And guys, you can also drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in. And guys, now I will be meeting you in the next session. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Wish you all happy learning.